Hi guys, this is Sadak from learning.com, and in this video, we'll show you how to flash the TWRP recovery on any Android phone without using the PC. So the only requirement is that you will need to have one more Android phone, and apart from that, you will need a USB OTG device as well. As you could see in my case, these are the only two requirements. We do not want root, and neither do we want any PC whatsoever. And the steps are applicable across all the recovery, whether it's the TWRP, OrangeFox, or pitch black. So with that said, please take a backup of all the data on your phone, and then let's get started. So this is the OnePlus 11, and this is my main phone, the primary phone on which the TWRP recovery will be installed. And this is a nothing phone too. This is my secondary phone, and on this secondary phone I'll be using it as a PC, and I'll be taking the help of the nothing phone too to install the TWRP recovery on OnePlus 11. So this is my primary phone, this is my secondary phone. In other words, the phone on which you are installing the recovery is your primary phone, and the phone of which you are taking the help is the secondary phone. So on your secondary phone, you will have to plug in the USB OTG. As you could see, this is my secondary phone and this is the OTG. Along the same line, also plug in the type A end of the USB to the OTG and the type C end to the main phone on which you are installing the recovery. So again, I'm repeating, on the main phone or on the secondary phone. This is the secondary phone. On the secondary phone, you have to insert the USB OTG and the type A of the USB cable, and the type C should be there in the main phone on which you are installing the recovery. So once you have checked mark all these requirements, you will first off have to install the Bugjaeger app from Play Store on the secondary phone. So in my case, this is the secondary phone. So let me install the Bugjaeger app from here. You may install the app directly from Play Store as well. And once you have installed the app, let me turn off the Wi-Fi for now and turn this off as well. Once you have installed the app, simply launch it. It should be somewhat here. As soon as you launch the app, tap on agree. And after that, your first course of action is on your main phone. Select USB file transfer from system UI. By default, it's set to charging this device. So choose file transfer. And you will now get a prompt on your secondary phone. Checkmark always open and tap on OK. You might get a prompt on your main phone as well. Checkmark always allow from this computer. By computer, it means the secondary phone. And tap on allow. And during the course of time, you might get a few more prompts. So make sure to tap on OK and allow in all those prompts. With that said, let's move ahead with the next step. Now that you are done with the task, you will first off have to go to the fast boot mode, which is over here. This is the fast boot mode of the app. And from the fast boot mode, tap on reboot bootloader. And your main phone should now reboot into the fast boot mode. Tap on it and you could see performing command. And this will reboot your main phone to the fast boot mode and will take only a few seconds. Once that is done, our main course of action or the first course of action is to unlock the bootloader on your phone. Again, you will get a prompt. Make sure to tap on OK. So again, tap on OK. You might get a prompt a couple of times. Now you have to unlock the bootloader on your phone, on your main phone, because flashing the recovery, this is a must. So you may check out my guide and the video on how you could unlock the bootloader without using any PC. In short, what you have to do is simply go back once, and this is the CMD window. Tap on the icon and now check mark I am always allow from this PC and I agree, don't show this again. Once that is done, in the window, now first off type in fastboot devices to verify the fastboot connection and hit enter. As you could see, we are getting the fastboot ID. Now type in fastboot flashing unlock and hit enter. And after that, you will get a prompt on your phone. Use the volume key to highlight unlock the bootloader and press the power key to confirm. I already made a video on that and my phone is already unlocked. So let me show you the video. For example, this is the video. Let me do full screen, and the phone on the left is my main phone, as you could see. So now as soon as I use the command of fastboot flashing unlock, so just give me a second. So it should now be here. So as you could see, currently it's in a lock state. But as soon as I use the command of fastboot flashing unlock, you will see I will get a prompt on my phone. And in this prompt, use the volume key to highlight unlock the bootloader and press the power key to confirm. After this, your phone will undergo a reset. And once it's gone the reset, it will boot to the OS. So once it's in the OS, you will have to once again boot it back to the fastboot mode. As you could see, it will now boot to the OS in a few seconds. It will wipe the device and your phone is now in the OS. And this time around, the bootloader will be unlocked on your phone. You could also verify the same from the fastboot mode as well. Just give me a few seconds and Let me show you. So as you could see, now it's showing as unlocked. So the bootloader is now unlocked on my phone. Initially it was set to locked. Over here you could see it's locked, but after doing the step it's unlocked. So type in fastboot flashing unlock, hit enter and use the volume key to highlight, unlock the bootloader and press the power key to confirm. And with this, the bootloader will be unlocked on your phone. And after that, your phone will boot to the OS. Once it's in the OS, you will once again have to open the Bugjagger app on the secondary phone. Go to the fastboot tab and tap on reboot bootloader. Your main phone will then again boot to the fastboot mode. And once it's in the fastboot mode and the bootloader has been unlocked, we could now flash the recovery file. So download the TWRP, OrangeFox or PitchBlack recovery onto your phone, on the secondary phone that is, and anywhere will do. And once you have got the recovery IMG file, you will also have to verify if your phone has a recovery partition or not. So refer to my guide and you may get a hold of that information. If your phone has a recovery partition, then you will have to flash the recovery in the recovery partition. But if your phone does not have a recovery partition, then you will have to take the help of boot partition. So I've given both the command. In my case, my phone does have a recovery partition, so I could directly flash the recovery in the recovery partition. But if your phone does not have a recovery partition, you will first have to do a temporary boot via the fastboot boot command. So with that said, your first course of action in both these cases is to tap on the file icon over here and then choose the TWRP recovery downloads, and this is the recovery IMG file, and it will now load the path over here. As you could see, the path is loaded. Now go to the starting point of this path and now type in the required command. In my case, I have the recovery partition, so I'll type in fastboot flash partition name, which is recovery, give a space, and the path is already there. But if your phone does not have a recovery partition, then you have to type in fastboot boot. So after loading the file, you just have to either type in fastboot flash recovery or the fastboot boot, and the path is already there. Once that is done, hit the enter key and it will now flash the recovery onto your phone. So guys, as you could see, it's now flashed. It only took a few seconds, and now you may reboot your phone to the newly flashed recovery. For that, you may either use the volume keys on your new phone or the main phone and bring up the recovery mode and press the power key to confirm, or simply type in the command fastboot reboot recovery in the secondary phone itself, fastboot reboot recovery, and your phone should now reboot to the TWRP recovery. Let me have a look at that. So as you could see, it's now rebooting into recovery, and do know that the first boot up might take up some time, which is completely normal and nothing to worry about. So let's have a look whether the flashing has been done successfully or not. It should take a few more seconds, and as you could see, we are now inside the TWRP recovery. So we were able to flash the recovery without any issue whatsoever. And anytime you get this prompt, always tap on OK and allow. Otherwise, this app might not work along the expected line. And we are once again inside the recovery and the app as well. So currently we are inside the ADB mode, because when you are in the recovery, by recovery, it's an ADB mode and not the fastboot mode. So you could now check out this information and flash the required file from here. And once you have flashed the file, you may tap on reboot and select system. Or if the touch is not working on your main phone, then you may simply choose reboot device from here. And you will see that my main phone is now rebooting to the OS. So guys, this was all from this guide. Okay, let me show you one more thing. If at any point in time you want to access the TWRP recovery, then there is no need to boot to fastboot mode each and every time. You could simply go to the fastboot tab, and from here just tap on reboot recovery, and your phone will automatically reboot to the TWRP recovery every time. So only the first time we had to use the fastboot mode, but from the subsequent time there is no need to use the fastboot mode. Just go to the fastboot tab, but tap on the reboot recovery and your phone will reboot to the newly flashed recovery each and every time. Okay, let me show you that as well. Now that I am inside the OS, I could simply tap on reboot the recovery and you will see my phone is now booting to the TWRP recovery. So guys, on that note, I round up this video. In the similar manner, you may flash the OrangeFox, PitchBlack and any other recovery. Just make sure to verify if your phone has a recovery partition or not. If your phone has a recovery partition, you may use the recovery partition, or else use the boot command to get the job done, and then use the fastboot reboot recovery command in the secondary phone, or simply tap on reboot device as well. And from subsequent time, you may simply use the reboot recovery option to access the recovery, and your task stands complete. With that said, if you still have any queries with regard to any of the steps, do let me know in the comment section, and thanks a lot for watching.